Boy, I had an unfortunate red day today. Hey, fellow traders, it's Black Coffee Trader. Today is Monday, September the 22nd, and yeah, we had an unfortunate red day today. Definitely not a fun day. Just felt like today I was on the wrong side of the market on a day when the Nasdaq just completely went higher. We just simply couldn't catch a move today. So I did see this trade this morning, and why is this thing not drawing? There we go. I did see this break and retest this morning. Thought about taking it. Should have taken it. What a move that could have been. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. That was on the Nasdaq. Nasdaq obviously to new all-time highs, as was the ES made new all-time highs today. The Dow Jones made new all-time highs today. Shocker, that has been kind of a regular occurrence. The Russell did not make new all-time highs, but did push higher quite a bit. Last week, we kind of slid here end of last week, and today we pushed up out of there. So, but yeah, I missed the moves today. I really missed the moves, and I think, I took some short trades in a bullish market that I probably shouldn't have taken. Also took some long trades on a bullish market that just didn't work. It was just one of those days. I mean, it is what it is. Basically down about 220 on the bottom account, and on the Tradeify account, which has the highest commissions, we're down about 273 on the worst accounts. So an average of about 250 per account, which is definitely recoverable, but it's going to be very difficult for me to have a good week or a green winning week. The one thing for me, the last couple of weeks, I've just not found any really good trades. It's been a lot of small wins. And you would think that would be the opposite on a bullish market, especially on a day like today, where this market just continues to trend higher. But, if you're on the wrong side of it, or you make mistakes on your entries or stop loss, et cetera, it just gets you. So anyway, I'm not crying over spilled milk. It's just one of those bad days. So anyway. The good news is we've kept the loss to a minimum. I did not get didn't hit my daily loss, which is set at 300. We got close, but I actually didn't realize it was that close, to be honest with you. But in any case, so I'll just walk through each individual. I took 9 trades today, which is another thing. I typically take 1 to 3, and today I took 9. So just over traded, and it was just not a good Monday. Let's just put it that way. So I'm going to just walk through each of the markets that I took trades in and just walk through the trades, and we'll go from there. So this morning on the Russell, we had a break and retest above the prior day low. That's this blue line. Took the first entry here, first profit target hit, got stop break even, small little win, no big deal. Re-entered after we pushed back out of there. Had a nice little trade there. I think that one might have been about a $30-some trade, which is not that much, but the way it's been going for me the last couple of weeks, $30-40 seems to be pretty good. So I had a couple winning trades there, and then here we had a pullback. So we had a high form, and then we had a lower high, and then we broke through the prior day low. And I noticed this little wick here, and I should have jumped in right away, which really in hindsight, this was just a fake out. This was literally a fake out and a bounce off the overnight lows for further upside. So just kind of failed that. But I took a short here and just sat in this for a while. We couldn't break down, also couldn't break out of it. Just kind of stuck in that little range, and then we finally got stopped. I actually just killed the trade. I was like, this is going higher. I'm just going to get out. So had a loss there. Dow Jones, I think this is where I first took the first trades today. I took a short this morning on a little break and retest below the prior day low. Small little profit, out break even. Took another entry here, got stopped out, just completely reversal, just an incorrect trade. And then up here, right here, I took a short. And this is the one that's kind of a little bit frustrating. Actually, there's 2 trades here that are a little bit frustrating. This one here, we had the move higher, break and retest here. I did look at this trade, didn't take it. Stupid. That was one I should have taken. I was in the Russell trade at the time and just didn't take this entry. Should have. That would have been a really nice move. But in any case, we had kind of a rejection a little bit of the prior day high. That's this dark purple line. And we pull back into this range. This is the Thursday high and the Wednesday high. This would be Friday, Thursday, and Wednesday. So I did mark some of the daily highs on my charts just to keep track of them, because I've had a lot of luck with trading daily highs and lows. So that's why I've got these levels marked. But anyway, so it pulled back into this range, and it just looked like we were starting to fall apart. And hindsight is 2020. Now I definitely see it's the opposite. But took the short, and again we just kind of chop. An even mix of buyers and sellers, creating a sideways consolidation range. And I thought we might break down. We just didn't do it. Finally got stopped out there. So, here I was shorting an uptrending market, which is typically not a good idea. And then I was already done for the day, or I thought I was. And then I saw this breakout move above the previous day, our previous high, the Friday high. And we had this break and retest pushing out of there, and I took the long. And what do we do? But we break down all the way down here to the Thursday high of day and the overnight high. And then we bounced back out and kind of grinding higher. We didn't really do much more since then, but there again, just unfortunate. I was just on, here I was on, quote unquote, the right side of the market. We were moving higher, but, took the entry at the top, as you can see now, and this thing kind of fell back into the range. So obviously afternoon, the morning move, already happened. So a little unfortunate there. And on ES, these were just disappointing. Again, big move to the upside, kind of pull back, and just kind of a slow grind move. And here on this pullback into the Friday high of day, took the long here on this break and retest, had my stop right below these highs, and just unfortunately got stopped out. Death by 1,000 cuts kind of thing. That was a $50 loss. Took it again for a $40 loss. As we pushed back higher, I was like, okay, well, this was just a little, move down. Now we're going to go, and this failed. And then we came down, tested the overnight lows or overnight highs, and then we went. So just, again, the market zigged and I zagged. I zagged, the market zigged. That's just how today went. So, yeah, you'll have that. But anyway, NASDAQ, I didn't take any trades on NASDAQ. Again, I looked at this one this morning. Should have taken that one. That would have been an absolute bomber of a trade, and I didn't take it. So I definitely feel like I missed a big opportunity. Here on the NASDAQ, where was the other ones? There was one on the Dow Jones. ES was kind of sloppy here in this level. Could have taken that, but it wasn't the greatest of setups. This one here, I typically don't trade the overnight highs and lows, but one could have done that, and then probably in hindsight, maybe I should have left my stop down here, went smaller size. But then over here on the Dow Jones, this one right here was also one that definitely missed out on. So some mistakes made, and we dug a hole. So it is what it is. Let's take a look at TradeZella. You can kind of see where we're at for today. Unfortunately, the biggest red day of this month, biggest red day I've had in a little while, but down about 5,000 bucks, 33% win rate. Average win to loss was 0.4. Average winner 20 bucks. Average loser 53. So definitely not a good day, not a good start to the week, and we've got our work cut out for us. So you make $100 a day per account. You gain $400, and we end up with a green week. 400 per account per day would be really nice. So it's definitely recoverable. It's not like this is the sky is falling and things are blowing up and all's over. It's not that way. It's just an unfortunate bigger red day. So we'll try to bounce back. On the month, we went red. Pretty sure we went red on the month. Yeah, we're down 674 on the month now, 42% win rate, which is about where it's been. 1.3, so we did lose some of that. Average losers 42, average winners 56. So again, it's recoverable. Definitely not. Just understanding where it's at. That's really the bottom line. So there you have it. As far as where we are for the day, that's and not really much to gain there. We're basically down about 250 per account. So we'll be back at it tomorrow, and hopefully we can scratch out a couple of green days. And I think at this point, if I can get this week just to be slightly green, I'll call it a win. If I can make 1,000 this week and make up for last week's loss after this, I think would be an absolute big-time win. So we shall see. But anyway, just one of those days, and you check it off and you move on to the next. Last but not least, don't forget the Apex sale is ending tomorrow night. So you'll see that banner coming up here shortly, right here. Apex sale coming up or ending tomorrow night. That's 80% off with code BCT. Also, the Take Profit deal is still going on, that 40% off with no activation fee, which is a really good deal. So anyway, appreciate you guys using code BCT where applicable, Apex, Take Profit Trader, QuantGuard, TradeZella, etc. So appreciate you guys. Thanks very much. Thanks for following along, and hope you guys had a better day than I did. Let me know how you did today. Today was a grinding higher type of a day on most of the markets, and seems to me like one should have been able to make some money even though I didn't do it. So let me know how you did, and I hope you had a good day. We'll catch up with you on the next one. Take care, and so long.